tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Looking at San Antonio. They want to turn it around after the loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Outside Harper. The kick out to Bryant. And stolen by Mobley. To the left wing. Lets the three fly. The shot no good. Tyson. Here's San Antonio now. And he uses the glass on the layup. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Outside Harper. Pass to Castle. For three, Vassell. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
Vassell left side. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Spurs. We discussed Evan Mobley and how he wanted to defend him coming into this matchup. He said, quote, to make him settle for jumpers, we don't want him getting easy buckets or deep inside positioning. That's when you get into trouble. We'll see how good the resilience is against him tonight. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Takes it off the glass. And it's a tie ball game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
San Antonio again turning it over. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Over in the corner, Allen. Mobley outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And here are the Spurs. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama barely even has to elevate when he throws it down.
Pass to Tyson. The three. Good on the triple.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Mitchell left side. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
A bit early to pick up foul number 2. He's got to be on his best behavior now.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Over to the wing. 3 on the clock. Takes the 13-footer.
Well, that's the kind of defensive play you need to win ball games. Great block from Wembanyama.
Pass to Allen. Now Mobley. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Lowe.
Number 12. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
1:58 left in the first quarter. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
He takes it in for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Kicks it out to James. Out to the right wing. There's the 3. It's good from long range.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And they'll keep possession. A wide open look here for Kuzma. And stolen by James. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
To the left side wing. On the wing, James. Kuzma pulls it in.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Here's Lowe. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Good. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Spurs out in front. They lead by 5. And we'll be back in... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
And they've also been pressuring the ball tonight. You don't get this many steals without making an effort there.
Back to Fox. Stripped it away. Now Cleveland moving it up. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. The Cavaliers have twin towers with Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley. Allen said when Evan was first drafted, there were a lot of questions on whether 2 big men could work together in the modern NBA. At this point, I think we've proven everybody they're wrong. It's all working out, and every single year it gets better. Kevin?
Okay, Allie, thanks. And it's Wade with the jam.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Pass to James. Here's Lowe. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Spurs leading by 5. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. A 3-ball. A rebound by the Spurs. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Pass to Freeman. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And it's low, missing. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Out to the wing. 13 feet away. At this time, his first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Pass to Freeman. Back to Fox. And a wide open look for James. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Shoots it. The Cavaliers again can't hit. San Antonio leading by 7. Trying to find Fox. Gets it to him. From outside the arc. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Harper slams it in.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Pass to Mitchell. A kick out to Mobley. Off target from outside.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Wembanyama trying to free himself up. The layup missed. It's Mitchell driving. Sweet move. And Mobley throws it down.
And that's just opportunistic basketball. Mobley carving out space and then cashing in on the second chance opportunity.
Harper. Evan Mobley with the rebound. And here is Mitchell. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
And it's Vassell in the corner. Clock at 6. Here's Castle. That one's in, his first shot this game.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
A putback. The putback is no good. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Pass to Mobley. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Vassell, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Now Allen. And stolen by Castle. Vassell outside. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
22.
And so it's San Antonio holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Here's Tyson. Mitchell outside. Floats one. San Antonio leading by 8. Fox looking it over. Pass to Lowe. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. No good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Well, that's how you execute a break. Quickly get the ball up ahead.
Here's Lowe, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Fox goes in. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
Spurs leading by 8. James banked in off the glass. 2 minutes into the second half of play now, and a missed layup.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Pass to Lowe.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Pass to Jacobson. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Inside. Tries to save it. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Castle on the wing. And here's Vassell from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Vassell's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs.
Well, this is Vassell's game. He can do that all day.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Spurs. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Pass to Jacobson. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, and it's no good. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
To the inside, Jacobson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
San Antonio calls timeout. There's a minute 34 left in the third. Out to Edwards. Back to Harper. Outside Jackson. To the paint. And Harper slams it in.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Spurs leading by 17. Jackson looking it over. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Jackson. It's Edwards on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Releases. Harper, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The Cavaliers pull it in. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And so it's San Antonio finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up
31.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Spurs leading by 15. Pass to Lowe. To the middle. James looking it over. Outside Fox. No good from outside. The Cavaliers trail by 15. To the wing on the left. One-on-one fast break. Fires for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's James.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Wade drives in. Yep, that one goes.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
From deep, James poked away and out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Freeman. Outside, Fox. Over to the left wing. San Antonio again missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Cleveland moving the ball around. The shot no good. Tyson. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And there's the call on Dylan Harper. That's his first foul. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Castle. Clock. On the trifecta. And the Spurs lead by 19. Outside Harper. Out to the wing. Vassell outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up. Oh, fellas, that was vicious. Two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And the basket by Vassell.
Oh, great ball movement there. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Wembanyama outside. Misses the three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Tyson. From past the arc. Cans it from downtown.
And ball handlers like Mitchell really elevate your offense. His precision passing to pass the basketball at the right time. Really a terrific ability. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. From the arc. The rebound by the Spurs. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always control of your emotions.
Timeout. 1:35 left in the game. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. On the wing, Mitchell. To the wing right side. Tyson with the bucket.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for San Antonio.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Devin Vassell.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Mitchell wide open. Down it goes for 3.
3.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Jared Allen.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going.
Check ball, check ball, check.